We choose this topic because we believe that journalistic work on it is extremely important. We have to refer carefully to the victims and the places. We must investigate why these things happen, what is behind it. We must do a great investigation. Journalism is not about telling the facts, it is talking about the regions, their problems, all with empathy and caution. The proper development of journalism helps society to be informed, know how to make decisions, and, of course, can participate in public debate.
One was the massacre of 5 young people, ages 14 and 15, were murdered in August 11 in a plantation in Cali, capital of Valle del Cauca. The other occurred 4 days later when a young people, some of them university students, were murdered while they were at a country house in Samaniego in the department of Nariño. More than 50 massacres have occurred in Colombia in 2020. According to the national government statistics, August is the month with the most massacres, with 11 in total. All the massacres are caused by drug trafficking, at least in Antioquia. Many say that microtrafficking, but there are organizations that extract 840 million a month from drugs. That is no longer micro, that is a grand phenomenon. Confusing the fight against drugs with a security problem shows that the government does not understand and does not want to understand. It is not just drug trafficking in Colombia. The war is not timber for drugs, for mining, for human trafficking. Massacres are increasing because criminal groups are providing security for drug cartels and protecting drug production, but in Colombia there is everything. In Valle del Cauca, these types of events recall the darkest times of the armed conflict in Colombia and seem to have been left behind after the peace agreements between the government and the paramilitary groups, and also with the FARC. But the rise of territorial disputes for the control of drug trafficking by illegal armed groups put the civilization, especially in rural and peripheral areas, at high risk. The ONU in Colombia expresses a strong condemnation for the massacre of 8 young people in the city of Samaniego, as well as the other violent events that have occurred in recent weeks in different regions affecting the security for the communities. It expressed its alarm at killings of human rights defenders, leaders, and social leaders, and former combatants of the FARC in 2020.
Now we must start from the fact that we know absolutely nothing about what is happening. The relatives of those who died, the government, and we, both journalism and outraged Colombians, are incredulous and misinformed about this situation. In addition to knowing the fact, do we know what is behind it? Unfortunately, no. Despite this, it is important to clarify that as a communicators we cannot give a solution to the problem itself because we inform and tell the facts to build identity and ensure that everyone can participate in this public debate. Investigation work must be done for the welfare of the country. Good journalism will be an afterwork satisfaction. So now, as a solution we propose. First, we have to go to the scene to speak with the families. We have to find out what the victims were doing and where they could be involved. With that information, we are going to create a puzzle with parts that, for the most, will be very small. We will test our expertise in that exercise. After that, we will look for the second source, the authorities, like the government and the police. This is where we will ask what and how the events happened. In that place, there were drugs, weapons, minors, a lot of facts. With this, we add more pieces to the puzzle that, little by little, will have more shape, of course. Finally, we attach the entire report and bring it to the light. We want that the readers of any platform be truly aware of the situation. We also fight then with disinformation, that in Spanish we call as infodemia.